Welcome to our exploration of ethical decision-making frameworks, where we delve into the essential structures that guide leaders and professionals through complex moral dilemmas. We'll examine how to make principled decisions that align with organizational values while navigating challenging situations. Ethical decision-making is crucial for aligning with values and building trust. It ensures that choices remain consistent with moral, organizational, and societal values, laying a foundation for principled leadership. When stakeholders recognize your commitment to ethical practice, it strengthens your professional reputation and fosters long-term trust. Navigating ethical decision-making involves addressing key challenges such as conflicting interests, competing rights, outcome uncertainty, and intangible impacts. These challenges require careful consideration to ensure decisions are fair and balanced, respecting all parties involved. The utilitarian framework, developed by philosophers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, focuses on maximizing the greatest good for the greatest number. It evaluates actions based on their outcomes rather than intentions, though it faces limitations in measuring long-term consequences. The rights-based framework emphasizes respecting fundamental rights such as dignity, autonomy, privacy, and freedom. It is particularly relevant in issues involving fairness and equality, ensuring that individuals are never treated merely as a means to an end. The justice-fairness framework, influenced by philosopher John Rawls, focuses on fairness and equality. It emphasizes distributing benefits and burdens fairly among all stakeholders, ensuring that decisions are just and equitable. Virtue ethics, dating back to Aristotle, emphasizes the development of good character traits rather than following specific rules. It focuses on being a virtuous person and varies across cultures, making it adaptable to different contexts. The care ethics framework, emerging in the 1980s, focuses on empathy, relationships, and the well-being of others. It considers the emotional and relational dimensions of decisions, asking how actions affect those involved. The common good approach emphasizes outcomes that benefit the community as a whole. It requires balancing individual liberties with collective benefit, particularly in areas like public health and environmental policy. Duty-based ethics, or deontology, focuses on adherence to moral duties and obligations regardless of consequences. It emphasizes that actions should be guided by universal moral laws, ensuring consistency and integrity. Ethical egoism suggests that moral agents should act in their own self-interest, but within ethical boundaries. It contrasts with altruism, which prioritizes others' needs, highlighting the balance between self-interest and social good. Social contract theory, developed by philosophers like Thomas Hobbes and John Locke, proposes that morality is grounded in mutual agreements among members of society. It emphasizes the importance of social contracts in establishing moral expectations. Stakeholder theory emphasizes that businesses should create value for all stakeholders, not just shareholders. It requires a balanced consideration of diverse interests, ensuring that ethical decisions benefit the broader society. Moral relativism holds that ethical standards vary based on culture and context, while moral absolutism maintains that certain actions are inherently right or wrong. These perspectives offer different implications for ethical decision-making. The Potter Box model provides a structured approach to ethical decision-making by considering facts, values, principles, and loyalties. It helps professionals systematically work through complex ethical dilemmas. The Plus ethical decision-making model offers a practical framework for evaluating decisions based on policies, legality, universal principles, and self-respect. It provides a straightforward approach to making ethical choices. Blanchard and Peel's 3 questions offer a quick ethical assessment tool by asking if a decision is legal, balanced, and how it makes one feel. This approach is useful for time-pressured decision-making. The 7-step path to ethical decisions provides a comprehensive process for making ethical choices. It involves identifying the issue, gathering facts, listing options, testing consequences, making a decision, implementing it, and reflecting on the outcome. Reamer's 7-step social work framework emphasizes thorough documentation and ongoing evaluation in ethical decision-making. It is particularly important in professional fields with significant client vulnerability. Codes of ethics and professional guidelines provide foundational references for ethical practice. They offer practical guidance and legal interfaces, ensuring that professionals adhere to evolving standards and ethical challenges. Leadership plays a crucial role in shaping ethical decisions within an organization. The tone set by leaders influences what is valued and prioritized, regardless of stated policies. Ethical infrastructure, psychological safety, moral courage, and accountability are key areas where leadership impacts ethical decision-making. Leaders establish systems and procedures that enable ethical behavior, create environments where employees feel safe raising concerns, demonstrate willingness to make difficult decisions aligned with ethical principles, and hold themselves accountable for ethical conduct. In our first case study, we explore a workplace harassment scenario. A high-performing senior manager has been reported for making inappropriate comments to junior staff. The behavior creates a hostile work environment, yet the manager generates significant revenue for the organization. Through a rights-based analysis, we consider the junior staff's rights to dignity and a safe workplace, while the justice framework analysis focuses on procedural justice and contemporary justice concerns. This case highlights the importance of addressing the harassment while considering the manager's performance. Our second case study delves into healthcare resource allocation during a crisis. A hospital must decide how to distribute limited ICU beds, directly impacting patient outcomes. The utilitarian perspective prioritizes patients with the highest survival probability, while the care ethics perspective considers relationships and vulnerabilities. This case underscores the complexity of ethical decision-making in healthcare, emphasizing the dignity of each patient and the web of care relationships involved. In professional contexts, applying relevant ethical frameworks is essential. Identifying which frameworks apply to your specific situation and perspective is crucial. Integrating multiple perspectives can enhance decision-making, as complex decisions benefit from diverse viewpoints. Consulting codes and precedents helps ensure consistency and draws on established wisdom. Engaging team decision-making fosters collaboration and broadens support for ethical decisions, improving overall analysis and outcomes. Documentation and accountability are vital in ethical decision processes. Transparency creates a clear record of why decisions were made, while consistency enables review of similar cases for future reference. Accountability establishes responsibility for decisions and outcomes, facilitating future improvement through analysis of past decisions. Legal protection is provided through due diligence and thoughtful processes. Best practices include recording key facts, noting frameworks and principles applied, and explaining the rationale for final decisions. Consulting colleagues and experts is crucial when facing novel situations, high-stakes decisions, or conflicting principles. Engaging with relevant expertise, such as ethics committees or subject matter experts, can provide valuable insights. Confidentiality must be balanced with appropriate privacy measures, and diverse perspectives should be sought to challenge assumptions and broaden understanding. Effective consultation requires humility and clarity about the ethical question at hand. Monitoring and evaluating decisions is an ongoing process that strengthens ethical decision-making. Defining success metrics, gathering feedback, comparing outcomes with anticipated results, and identifying unintended consequences are key steps. Analyzing decision processes for improvements and documenting lessons learned are essential for continuous improvement. Adjusting policies based on findings ensures that ethical decision-making doesn't end with implementation, but continues to evolve and adapt. Structured frameworks offer significant benefits in ethical decision-making. They reduce cognitive bias by seeking only relevant information and ensuring thoroughness through comprehensive checklists. These frameworks facilitate communication by creating shared language to address ethical issues, making it easier to justify decisions to stakeholders. Organizations using structured approaches experience fewer ethical lapses and greater consistency in decision-making, fostering stronger stakeholder trust. Despite their value, ethical frameworks face several implementation challenges in real-world settings. Time constraints, incomplete information, emotional factors, and conflicting frameworks can hinder ethical reasoning. Navigating ambiguity requires acknowledging limits of certainty, discussing options, and establishing new response protocols. Flexibility and adaptation are crucial in overcoming these obstacles and ensuring ethical frameworks are effectively applied. As we conclude, remember that ethical decision-making is a continuous journey throughout your career. Multiple frameworks offer complementary insights, and no single framework is sufficient alone. Structured methods improve consistency and reduce bias, enhancing the quality of decisions. Leadership responsibility is paramount, as leaders shape ethical culture through modeling, system design, and accountability mechanisms. Embrace ethical maturity by cultivating virtues like moral courage and integrity, ensuring personal commitment to principled action, even when challenged.